What are the big issues that you're seeing? Like, you've been doing these events for 13 years. You speak from the stage to thousands, at your events, and you're also in small groups, small rooms. You're getting a lot of the same kinds of issues. And I reckon it's the same four things that you are putting in your keynote: pricing, positioning, marketing, those sort of things. But what are
there's
some of
another
the,
one I failed to mention was that most accountants, bookkeepers don't have a model that will scale. So there is a fifth one out there.
okay, well, talk to me about that.
Sure.
Tell me about the model that
The
you would like
model
to
that
see.
scales, that scales starts with standardized process. And these are not sequential. That has also automated. So, you got to do both of those in concert. You have to tackle that animal in concert. So you have to find the stack of automation technologies that you want to use. Bookkeeping, you can move the lever a lot more than you can in tax. Typically, you buy the tax prep solution.
Right.
It has, if you get a really good one, it has a representation model, or you can add something like Canopy so you can get your representation model over the top. CCH just came out with a really good research module too. So you put these little pieces of tech together and you create a stack, and you automate much of what you would normally have to do manually, right? But in the bookkeeping side, it's about entry automation, and it's about client collaboration and all the streamlining of those pieces. Well, here's the mistake people make, Nate, is they say, I am going to solve this whole problem of scale through tech. Or on the inverse side, they say, let me standardize my process fully in a workflow solution, and then I'll shop for tech. Both of those are bad answers, and both of those lead to a dead end, which is why many of your listeners may have given up ever trying to crack the nut here. You've got to do them in concert, because when you pick the tech is infused with process.
Right. It's going to look different in Asana than it does in, right.
Well, yes, the container for the process looks different, but also Bill.com has a different process than Depulti, which has a different process than Mineral Tree. So whichever solutions you pick, they're infused with process, and they have different processes. And so if you build a process and then go shopping for tech that fits your process, you'll never find it.
Right.
And so, but if you build out a stack of tech and you don't simultaneously build out the process to fill in the gaps between the tech will break. So as one step, you do tech and process. Now, once that happens, you have positioned your firm to offer the holy grail of record keeping, which is real time.
Right.
Because real time is actually not hard. I mean, let me clarify something. Real time is actually really easy. Right. Ask any client if they can maintain their books real time, and they'll say, yeah, absolutely. We do it real time. We match every day.
No, it's KPIs. It's interpretable data.
But it's also accurate before you even get to KPI, right? Yeah. So real time, if the client is doing it, is easy, but it's not accurate.
Right.
Accurate, if you're doing it, accounting firm, is easy. But real time is hard, because real time is hard to scale. But when you do the standardized and automated process, you will get accurate and real time. And then we get to your KPIs. You saw where I was going. Right. Because once you have accurate and once you have real time, then and only then can you create financial KPIs you can trust. Right. And that are actionable. Yep. So when you have that, you have distinguished yourself. Even before you interpret a single line on the general ledger, you have already distinguished yourself, bookkeeper, from 80% of your peers, but it's less than 20% of bookkeepers can offer accounting real time at scale.